we're outside in the hot summer weather for one reason, and that reason is to collect some oak leaves for my reptiles, and we are going to boil them in this video, and I'm going to show you the process of boiling them, collecting them, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through what leaves are safe that might be around your area. So let's get into the video. So I need to watch out for ticks, but I did find a wonderful place. Just look at all these oak leaves. These will be great. We're gonna go ahead and start collecting them, and let's get to it. So we've got our bag right here, as you can see, and these are oak leaves. This will be great. Okay, so we're going to boil them later once we get a bag full of them. And what I'm simply going to do is pick these up and just throw them in here. Okay, you can tell they're oak leaves by these loops right here. Okay, and also I'm under a huge oak tree right now that I know is an oak tree, of course. Easy to tell. Why are ants swarming me? Am I on an ant colony? No. But yeah, so we're just going to continue collecting them. I might put on a time lapse. So yeah, I'm gonna fill up this bag and I'll meet you all inside. We could make another video on this in the fall time. Look at this huge oak tree. All these leaves are gonna fall. Maybe, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to fall, and that'll make a great video. Once they first fall and first start to brown, we can show they'll be in better quality, so it'll be better to boil them then. So yeah, I'm gonna collect a little bit more leaves, and I'll meet you all inside. So we're inside, and now what we're going to do is we're going to fill up this pot with some water. We're not going to fill it all the way up because we don't have that much leaves to have to fill it all the way up, and this is kind of a big pot. So we're going to fill it probably up to like here, and that'll be good, and I'll come back to you whenever that's done. So now that we've got this pot all the way filled up, you can also use cold or hot water. I used hot water. It can start to boil a little bit more quicker. We're going to start to let it boil. Okay, we want to turn it up, turn the stove on, and we want to start to get the water to boil. And once it is boiling, I'll come back to you guys for the next step. So these are all the leaves that I gathered. So whenever you're doing this, you can actually take them out and see if there's any like extra stuff on them, like possibly like dust like on here, or like any dirt, sediments, or anything. So you can give them a quick wash before you boil them, just so it's like, you know, a quicker boiling process, and it's easier for all of the parasites and, you know, anything bad that's in the leaves to come out, rather than, you know, it mainly, you know, other like sediments of stuff will not come off that easily. So in order to just make an easier boiling process, you just might want to sort of wash them off. It's very simple, so I might do that with a couple of these while I'm waiting for the pot of water to get done boiling. Okay, everyone, it's not fully bubbling, but I think we're ready because it's starting to bubble, and that is hot. So we're going to put our leaves in there, and so let's get started. So we've got this pot, it's boiling water, and we've got our leaves right here, okay? I made sure there was no other like big chunks of anything on it, and we're going to just put them in there, as so, and we'll take a spoon of some sort in a minute, and stir them around, and get them to the bottom, of course. But right now we're just going to put our leaves in the pot, and we're typically going to do this for, they're going to be in here for about 7 minutes, just so they can fully, you know, boil and get all that stuff off of them, and they will sink in just a minute. Yep. And the water should turn brown. That's how you know the stuff is out of them. And after that 7 minutes is up, you can go ahead and take them out. And I'll come back to you in a little bit after this really starts to get going. I'm gonna use this to stir because this is all I have at the moment, but it'll work. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Look at our delicious leaf soup. This looks delightful. Okay, I'll come back to you guys in about 6 more minutes. So we've got our bag that we're just going to lay them down on to give you guys a little show, but oh my, is water leaking out? That's not a good sign. Yeah, I'm glad the timer went off now rather than later. So I'm honestly glad I have this spoon right here because basically the steam is hot. What I'm going to do is scoop the leaves up and place them on the bag so we can get a good look at all of them. Take a look at that. Ready to serve from our leaf soup. And they're already drying, to be honest. Like, they're already drying. Ooh, that was a good grab right there. That's good. This will be great. They even look more clean than they did before. Okay, we've got all of our leaves right here. Looking good. So, I think what we're going to do is use these paper towels and dry these out. Especially because they're kind of wet. Although we could just let them sit, it'd be much quicker for the video's time's sake. We'll do that. So we're in the progress of letting them dry. I've just been kind of moving them around. The majority of them are dry, so we're going to transfer them to this bag right here for to save them for later projects. So we're gonna go ahead and bag these up. Just gonna throw them in this bag. They're dry to confirm, and we're trying to flatten out all of these so then we can press down to get all the air out. So we just don't want them to build up in mounds or anything, so it can be as flat as possible, and then we can take all the air out of it and they'll be good. So everyone, we've got these packaged and ready for our future projects. If you guys ended up liking this video, please consider subscribing and leaving down in the comments any questions or any ideas for future videos or anything you want to see in future videos. So, I'll see you on the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.